All right, hello and welcome to another set of turns of Dominions 5. We are playing today as Pangea in the Early Age Disciples game. I believe we're jumping into turn 42. Let's see what we are up against. We received a bunch of Lightless Lanterns from Ubar, which are super great for helping our research just try and stay even a little bit on par with our teammates. And then a bunch of bottles of living water as well, which are of course useful for our assassins, our dryads. All right, we got some Harspexes. We found an enchanted field. We put up Eternal Pyre. So now we have Eternal Pyre and Mother Oak. So we are ahead in the gem game compared to everybody else. Tis goes ahead and throws out a friendly set of birds to take out the some raiders, which is nice. We found a Sky Split Oak and an Enchanted Windmill, so those are air sites. And then a Deep Crevasse and a Devil's Den. I think that is Earth. Yeah, one Earth, and then the Devil's Den lets you summon devils, which is pretty nice. Blood Slave Economy is picking up a little bit. Still bad, but we're starting to get there a little bit more. Okay, one non-mage attacking. One Inari. Oh, this is so sad. He's got personal luck. I don't know that he has any way to make anything. Oh, he's good. He's got Raised Dead. I don't know what this guy's holding for. There goes Horde of Skeletons. Eventually, I'm sure he has to jump. He's going to fly right over these skeletons and bop our mage. Yep. Ah! That is some value off of a Batab there. Now, I don't know that it's the case, right, that Ubar like abandoned that mage and didn't have it done properly. It could just be that he stole it this turn and that's where it got put, and so he sort of didn't have time to get it fixed out. We took a province with no resistance. We're going to go ahead and fight Sorrow here. So this is the rest of Sorrow's army, I believe. They've got skeletons, a bunch of their little soothsayers. Their god is here. Witch King with a skull staff. That's Death 5. Bunch of Oreapatas. There are some warrior sorceresses. Another set of the Witch Kings. So I think this is the rest of Sorrow. I was not planning on having this fight. You can see we are not well scripted. Well, or at least not well set up. We are, I think, more or less well scripted. We're just in a giant ball of trying not to get our mages killed by Zabalbans. But we have a good number of casters. We got Pans and we have Dryads. And so let's go ahead and see what everybody starts casting. Communion Master, we've got swarms going out. Moss Bodies. I think we've got a Wooden Warriors, Legions of Steel, and Howl. Over here, they've got Temperflesh going up. They're doing a big bunch of Mind Burns. Light of the Northern Star. They cast Howl as well. So we're running in. There goes our big nature spell. So we're running into the middle here. Our Centaur are much stronger than their Long Dead. We can have issues right where we've got Long Dead potentially crowding the field. We don't have a ton of bodyguards back here to help deal with wolves. They have wolf problems as well, though. Somebody's flying. I see luck going out. More Mind Burns. I'm not sure what we're casting. Elemental Fortitude and Enlarge. Okay, we're not casting anything particularly useful. But our Centaur, we've got White Centaur who are Berserk, and regular Centaur who are Berserk, and they're, we're fighting in the middle. Wolves are coming in on both sides. People are popping to Mind Burns. So I think if this fight goes long enough, we lose, because we're not going to be generating any new units, and they are. So we need to chew through, besides the wolves, but both teams have those. So we need to chew through their crap and get to their mages before it's too late. Now, it does certainly look like our ball of centaur is making our way through the skeletons. The question will just be, can we really do it fast enough? So we got Frightens going out, which is not good. These people are still, the Dryads are still trying to paint buffs on stuff. So our one guy on Advancing Cast out there throwing Earth Shards or whatever. Luckily, the Mind Burns mostly target wolves, I think, because they have low MR. So those are drawing away the fire from our centaurs. We'll go ahead and speed up. You can see all the wolves running in. And it looks like we are, in fact, chewing through. We've made it to the mage line. The mage line is going to fall pretty fast, though they are buffed up, but shockwave's coming out of the god. So the important part of the god is just, can we get enough relevant units around? And we absolutely can. And we win this fight. Now, I think, unfortunately, we do have replay bugs. We won this fight in the real world, too. The question is just, I don't know if the number of centaur lost is the same in that battle versus what happened here. So we lost about a third of our centaur, which is unfortunate. We like our centaur. But on the other hand, right, we killed the rest of the Saramatian forces, besides this Witch King, these Witch Kings who I guess got away. But most of the Soothsayers died, all the Inaris died, all the Longdead died, Oryapod is pretty much all dead, etc. I think that this is the last army that Saramatia had, although I keep saying that and they keep finding more, so we'll check the map after and see if there's more armies left, but I think that this is pretty much the end. Ubar, oh, this is a cool fight. All right, so Ubar is attacking into this Anuki province, the double Anuki, which it makes sense to get them cleared. I think at this point, there's definitely, I was headed up to Charm, and he's got Shaitan. I think there's definitely a question of whether or not it's worth it to like sacrifice some people to try and steal these Anuki instead of sending a thug in to kill them. But other people could do that too, so taking them off the board makes it a little safer both ways. So we've got a Stinger, Vine Shield, Horror Helmet, Armor of Knights, Ring of Regen, and a Burning Pearl for that extra attack. So big attack, big damage, and he's got an Earth Gem. We'll go ahead and see what he does with it. And he is Yazel? Yeah, he's doing an Earth Power. The other team's doing Iron Warriors, Iron Skin. He's going to do Iron Skin as well. They're doing Army of Giants. Invulnerability, Temper Flesh. Going out. Mist Form. And he obviously he's a one of these sultans, so he starts with 10,000 different things. He's invisible, etc. He's got Fire Shield. Flying Shield goes up. I think these animals are definitely going to get themselves kind of burned up. And he's got a Heat Aura. He's only size 5, I suppose. Because he's getting pushed. Yeah, he's only size 5. Because he's busy getting pushed around. Even though he looks just as large as this size 6 critter. So I think that this Air Elemental is probably one of the biggest threats. The Anuki is on fire. What are these things? Not the goats. Woodland Spirits, okay. He's just about finished off the Air Elemental, and it's too small to push him now. Go ahead and fast forward. I think mostly the Heat Aura is just going to work on the people around him, and he's slowly going to whittle him down. They can't really hurt him. He has 24 defense, 31 protection. So, I think the Anuki hits for 33, and she's got a Sword of Sharpness, so she definitely could, if she can break through and get hits, she could kill him. She only has 18 attack, though. This guy has a Summer Sword. Similar, he does plenty of damage, but he'd have to successfully break through. And right now, the Sultan is not killing people so fast that the Anukis can get in. So he might be able to HP route the army without ever actually fighting them. We'll see. Yeah, there goes some of them. But the Titan's still here. Titans, plural. But for the most part, the Vine Shield's keeping everybody off, and the Hedor is sort of doing some work. Alright, there we go. He's fighting the Titan. Luckily, the Titan is in front of him, so that is who he's fighting. One of the ways he could die right is if the Titans get into spots he's not hitting, and he wastes all his attacks on other people. That's one Titan down. It looks like there might be a slot opening up behind him here for the other Titan to get in. No. And they're routed. So, excellent job by Ubar. Very cool thug to take that hard province. So, very cool there. That was here. We've got Marverni fighting Vanheim. I don't know if we've seen much. Okay. We got a druid with some great boars against just a high priest. Well, I like the great boars odds. I don't remember, and they've got this horrific Hellbless thing. Magic weapons, regen, blood, vengeance, fortitude. And this guy does not. Not that it matters, but. Alright, we've got Ubar and fighting Sorrow. Nothing here. Here, we get fought by... this one's unfortunate. We lose a Pan to Xibalba. Which sucks. Satis has some ghouls and beats Sorrow. And we kill the Independents who took our province last turn. Unfortunately, we have more forces waking up. And people leaving. Plus some nature gems, though. So we get beaten by an Ivy King. But we also beat some Earth Gnomes. Okay, so first, let's see. I think Sorrow's out of forces. Yes, Sorrow has, as far as I can tell, nothing left. We're going to go and siege this. And Sorrow will be no more. They got a Witch King here. We're going to send a bunch of forces to try and fight that Witch King and take this province back from Zib. We've got Zib who attacked us here. We took this back. We've got all of our home stuff back. So Zib's down to 1, 2, just the 2 raiding parties. Or maybe even just the 1 raiding party. I don't know if Zib actually has any units here, or if it's just the Sarmatian units. So yeah, it's pretty much over. Just the last little bit to clean up. And then, I believe after that we're going to look to eat Vanheim. Because why not? They are small. They can't be reinforced by their teammate very easily. And it's free, it's free real estate. So, it's convenient. Let's see. So, yeah, we have Mother Oak and Eternal Pyre up. Ubar's taken another capital. If we go ahead and look at the score graphs. So, provinces. Oh, we got some other score graphs. So, who is that Marverni? Ubar's guys, right, have Spy. Because, of course, they do. Yes. Okay, so we have Marverni's graph. And the other one is maybe Agartha. So Marverni is down to almost nothing. They're dead. Agartha is holding steady, but particularly, partially because of their scales, I'm sure, partially because they're busy fighting the world. Each Satis and I have a little bit less than double their income, and Ubar has over double their income. Because Ubar is another third or so on top of Satis and I. Marverni has like a fort at this point. It's hard to see. because it's sort of hidden. How many like did they never have? Oh, this is the Marverni line. They don't appear to have ever built more than a second fort. Maybe they're planning on taking some from others and it didn't happen. Same, Agartha has just the one fort for a long time, though he's taken one extra one now. Oh, sorry, that wasn't, this is provinces when I earlier spoke, not income. This is the income graph. So, it's pretty absurd. It's pretty absurd. The, now again, we're not perfect scales. We are scales, and we're perfect scales for Ubar. And they are some kind of a hellblast. But I mean, Ubar has like 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 times Agartha's income. Something like that. Gem income with Eternal Pyre up. Ubar's gem income is now double ours. And we were double Agartha's. Research, we're all ahead. Although it's closer. I'm not that good at research. Agartha had a big research lead early on. Probably from their god. And then they have small armies. We have large armies. So the score graphs that we are seeing are telling us that we're in a good shape versus that team anyway. So that's nice. Let's see. Okay, I was going to check and see if we had any cool things we were doing. Some more Harspexes, Dowsing Rods. We're casting a Call of the Wild to get another one to get some more Patrol Chaff. And doing some more Transformation. I don't think we did too much. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this turn. Let's go ahead and jump to turn 43. I'd like to actually, someday be able to say that the war is over instead of just that the war is winding down. Okay. Transformation. We got, I think that's a lion or a tiger or something. No new sites found with our Haruspecs. And I do see that, so on the one hand, right, we can find everything that can be found with Haruspecs with one of our mages, but we have so many nature gems that I think that their time is more valuable and better spent casting it than running around. We have a battle here where Ubar is attacking Independence. Okay, just some forces of Gaia. Lost 3 Brazen Guard. Zib takes a province from Ubar. We take a province from Zib, killing the hero Batab. This is something, I suppose. Sorrow attacks us. I guess it's not as much something as I thought. They have just what's left, I suppose. 2 Oreopada and a Witch King, and he did a Raise Dead that got a single soulless. There goes Horde of Skeletons, but I'm afraid that is not going to be enough. And we're going to take his Skull Staff, which is awesome. Zib attacks Satis and takes a win. They steal our undefended province because I forgot to put PD in it. Satis attacks and defeats Sarmatia at Strongdale. Zib attacks Satis. Okay, there are more Zib parties left than I remembered. Zib kills some event chaff. Satis lost here with 70 units. Although a lot of them are... This is just like their remote summon garbage. They do get a good jump on the back, but the problem is that the units in the back this time are not just like pure trash. And it looks like the ghouls got routed off somehow. So, didn't take that one. We got a province back. Ubar takes a province from Sorrow. We've got Servants of Gaia events all over the place. We got a Lightless Lantern. That's nice. And 700 gold. And a Bow of War. And some gems. Also very nice. We defeated the Monster Boars. we lost Pangea to Ivy King. Awesome. A scout got patrolled out. Our walls are damaged at Pangea. So we're gonna send some troops home to go and save Pangea. We're gonna storm the last Sorrow fort. Sorrow has just 2 provinces left. Try and take them out. Zib is now got a raider here. Here. They're all over the place. I think that their problem now is that they've walked a little bit too close to the people who have access to Mind Hunt. And they're in some trouble. But that could be bad for them. We're storming. Forging some basic stuff. Got some gnome lore, dark knowledge, and a bunch more transformations to try and help our income out just a little bit. Yes, we did indeed get a tiger, which is neat. So let's see. Lots of undead Markata around over here in the Lankan lands. A lot of unclaimed thrones. It's definitely going to be a focus for us. You know, we've got to potentially fight Vanheim, but it's not really fighting them. It's just sort of taking their stuff. And then it's time to start looking at which thrones are available for us, because we have a pretty good chunk of the map. So we only need to expand, like, you know, to here or here. We've already got this one. There's one here on a player who's kind of dying and everybody's fighting them. Unclaimed, unforted. So there's a lot of potential for us to take some more additional thrones. So definitely something that we're going to have to keep an eye on. This one is still unclaimed. It's certainly ours, though, unless something happens, because it's right in the middle of our territory. So we'll eventually get this one. The other thing we want to try and do, right, is get our dryads together to see if we can't steal some of the nice mages that are on these thrones. Same with the Shaitan, but our dryads are a little more replaceable, as they are, of course, recruit anywhere, and the Shaitan are not. So yeah, we're wrapping up the war. I mean, it's not a war anymore now. It's a pest extermination. But we got to get our Dominion spread. We've got a temple up here. It's starting to spread out, but enemy candles all over the place. Now they have these scales look a lot like our scales. Oh, you know what? I think it's the Throne of Gaia probably took away our Dominion that was already spreading here, and the scales are still here. So we do want to get our Dominion spread out, though, for all the other reasons, and to make sure we keep our scales that way instead of this, you know, throne radiating toxic garbage, yeah, from Agartha, yeah, like this. But we can never have any money. I think we're just recruiting mages. I don't think we're recruiting any troops. Yeah, just mages. And we're still barely holding on. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and call this episode here. That was turn 43. We are moving nicely through the game. We're in a great position. Obviously, we can't see everybody's score graph yet, but the ones we can see, we're way ahead. We're sending a cure-all elixir to Ubar. Somebody important is dying of a disease. I can't remember who. But we have the nature gems to make that happen. And I think, you know, I think I missed it when I talked about the last turn, because it's one of those things where I took my turn. Then the Discord message pops up to make one, and then I went in and fixed it, but I never resaved it. So that's probably why we didn't see it happening. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining me. I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day.